Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Rhino, and we're back for another Fortnite video. So, yes, we are finally doing it. We are doing another ranking video. Feels like it's been a while since I've done one of these, just because I've been a bit distracted, and I've been having fun doing more of the combo videos, which are still coming up, by the way, as we are slowly starting to get the Halloween skins. October is right around the corner, or it's already approached, depending on when I upload this video. Because I'm recording on September 30, but since October's approaching, Halloween is approaching, all the Halloween skins are coming out, and we're going to buy every single one of them and do a combos video for them, just for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But for this video, we're going to be doing something a little different. We're going to be ranking every single battle pass from worst to best, yes? From Chapter 1, Season 2, all the way to Chapter 2, Season 4. Now that I've gotten to Tier 100, no, I did not buy Tier 100 this season like I did last season. Would have been better to buy Tier 100 this season over last season because it's a Marvel Battle Pass and there was more progression this season with the foiled styles up to level 220, while the only progression for last season was level 160 where you fully enlighten Eternal Nights. So that was kind of a bit boring. But anyway, we're going to rank all of them. But before we do, guys, make sure you use my code RhinoGameYT. You don't have to. It's just there. If you want to support me, then that's my code. And it'll mean a lot if you do. But if you don't want to, just make sure you're supporting someone because it means a lot to us, especially us smaller creators. Because the more you support us, the more it drives us to make this content for you guys. So thank you all so much. Alright, so getting onto this list. So, of course, the Chapter 1, Season 1 won't be included because there was no Battle Pass. It was just a seasonal shop, Renegade Raider, Assault Trooper, Mako Glider, all that you had to buy. So that should be a no-brainer. That's not included. But at the number 13 spot for what I consider to be the worst battle pass of all time, and keep in mind, guys, this is all very subjective. This is all very polarized opinions from the whole community. Everyone's going to have their own opinions. I know that not a single one of you are going to agree with every single placement. Every single one of you are going to have a bit of a brawl, an argument, or raise your pitchforks over one of my choices here, at least. So just keep that in mind, guys. It's just my opinion. If you like some of these battle passes more than I do, or if you don't like them as much, that's completely fine. But at the number 13 spot for the worst, in my opinion, Season 9. So I think we can all agree on one thing. This battle pass is just forgettable. And at least for me, when I look back on it and think of the theme Season 9 led, the gameplay of it was pretty meh. But we're not really talking about gameplay. We're just talking specifically about the battle pass here, ranking it based off the skins, other cosmetics, the theme of it, and how well the skins have aged, like at least when you're talking about the battle passes before Chapter 2, post Chapter 2. And the Season 9 battle pass has just aged badly. It was the futuristic theme, so just wasn't really a good theme for Fortnite at the time. They just completely got rid of that with the Season X one, where they went back from the future to the past with the throwbacks, and then they gave us a completely new map in Chapter 2, Season 1. Please tell me someone who remembers the Vega skin. I know there are, but come on, did you remember that skin? Demi was probably the best skin of the Battle Pass, the sweatiest of this Battle Pass, but never see her anymore. She's just average. But still, I do think the Moon Style's better. Vendetta, I would say, is honestly the best skin of this Battle Pass. But even he is not one of the best Tier 100 skins. In fact, he's one of the worst, but still the best of this Battle Pass. Rox is a skin that just gets worse and worse as you progress her. The first style is definitely the best, and especially you can change the color. Sentinel is horrible, and I can't even remember the name of that one skin, the one who tracks the storm. So yeah, just proves how forgettable this battle pass is. Stratus, that was his name. Yes, Stratus. I couldn't even remember him. Who remembers that skin? Who still uses that skin? And they just made him even worse with that other style. The punch cards were alright, and Singularity, probably, if I could count her, definitely the best skin of that season, of that battle pass, but still very forgettable in my opinion. Alright, we need to go through this faster, so moving on to the number 12 spot, we have Season 4. So, I know what you're thinking. A lot of you are going to disagree with me on this one because nostalgia and because your love of Omega. Well, at least in my opinion, Omega is just a skin that hasn't stood the test of time, along with Carbide. I give them credit for being some of the first skins that you could customize, progress with edit styles. Without them, we wouldn't have other skins like Drift, we wouldn't have the Drifts, we wouldn't have the Catalysts, we wouldn't have any of the progressive skins. And nowadays, we expect an edit style for pretty much every skin, and these were the first skins to have that. But because of that, because we've gotten so many better ones over time, and because I'm not a huge fan of robot skins, these ones just haven't stood the test of time for me, and they're just skins I don't really go back to. Even Omega, I just think is an average skin and overrated just because he's in a way he's kind of like the Beatles of Fortnite skins. He was really good at the time, revolutionary, but nowadays he's not so revolutionary, not as important, even though a lot of people think that he is still very essential and still very good, which I completely understand. For the record, I love the Beatles, but Omega just, at least for me, there are just better skins out there like him, progressive skins. And the other skins weren't much better. Zoe is just the joke of all meme skins and female skins. Valor, can someone tell me who uses Valor? I don't know a single person who uses Valor, and especially with this new Marvel-themed Battle Pass, so we've got proper superhero skins. Valor is just a rip-off. Battlehawk has always been boring. Squad Leader always been boring, although he has grown on me slightly. And Technique has definitely the best one for me, the Savior. Very good skin. I used to think she was average, but now I think she's very good because we've had other skins similar to her, like Splatterella, who I think is amazing, and Technique is sort of like the pinnacle of those sort of skins, the Splatoon-themed skins, and I do like Splatoon. Alright, moving on to number 11 spot, we have the Season 6 Battle Pass. Now, it goes without question, Dire is the best skin of this Battle Pass. I can understand some people don't like Dire, maybe because they don't like animal-themed skins, they don't like furries, or they're just not really a big fan of the whole werewolf theme. But to me, Dire is awesome. Calamity is pretty good, but again, similar to Rox, I feel like she just gets worse and worse for every style. And pretty much every other skin is just either forgettable or a joke. Giddy Up, joke skin that I cannot take seriously. DJ Yonder is just adorable because of how many bots used him at the time. Other than CDN the third, of course. Dusk is just decent, in my opinion. Sanctum, in my opinion, is actually better. Because we did have some great item shop skins this season, but this is just based on Battle Pass. Fable is decent, but again, because we've had Grim Fable and Summer Fable, both who I think are better, I think that's just sort of left her in the dust a bit. Sorry, Fable. Overall, Season 6 Battle Pass, again, just hasn't aged the best, but the Tier 100 skin is awesome. Moving on to the number 10 spot, we have the Season 7 Battle Pass. So this was a skin I was considering putting down the bottom along with Season 9 or Season 4, but it's actually grown on me a little bit. Lynx is definitely the best skin in this Battle Pass, and the worst is Trog. My least favorite meme skin in the game. One of my least favorite skins in the entire game. I don't know why, I just absolutely despise Trog. Ugly, hideous, boring color scheme. Don't like the theme. Don't like anything about him, to be honest with you. But there were a couple of other noteworthy skins. Zenith, I think, is underrated as. Give Zenith a chance. Onesie has grown on me over time. I think the winter edit style is really good. Powder, don't like the default style, but the other style is really good. And overall, I think what this Battle Pass lacks is, it's the winter-themed Battle Pass, and because we've had so many other better Christmas skins in the item shop, these ones just get lost. Like, I almost forgot Sergeant Winter even existed. That's the thing with a lot of these Battle Passes at their bottom. They're either forgettable or they have forgettable items. And yes, again, some of the items from this Battle Pass, the cosmetics, the pickaxes and that, just forgettable as well. At least in my opinion, absolutely forgettable. Although Zenith's pickaxe is really good. Moving on to the number 9 spot, we have the Season 8 Battle Pass. So this season we had, people could debate what the best skin is, either the Blackheart, the one robbed of the Tier 100 skin, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions. Hybrid, the one that furries would go for, people who are a fan of animal skins, people who are a fan of reptiles even, or Lux, just go the cop-out because she's one of only 2 female Tier 100 skins, or you go with the meme skin, you go for Peely. Peely, I do think is great, although he's been completely oversaturated, just like Fish Stick, so that kind of leaves a sour taste in my mouth. Blackheart is a great skin, but so much more could have been done to him. Just so much loss of potential there with the way his back was designed and stolen from the Tier 100 skin, and just completely overtaken by Oro and some other better pirate skins that we got that season. Cough, cough, Buccaneer. And, of course, let's not forget Lux. I think Lux is a great skin, but a bad Tier 100 skin, if that makes sense. I love the gold style of her, and the white style is good. Not a fan of the red style though. Black style's alright. But the gold style is just, I think the gold style is really good and worthy to be looked at as a tier 100, as a battle pass skin, excuse me, but not as a tier 100 skin, because compared to other tier 100 skins we had in the past, these skins had progression or they had an awesome theme going on. Lux didn't really possess any of those. But I guess it made us look at tier 100 skins in a new light, a new standard for them. And I do give credit for that. And I do think Season 8 was a very solid season. Not the most solid battle pass, but a couple of solid skins. Moving on to the number 8 spot, we have the Season 3 battle pass. So I do think this battle pass is a tad overrated, but we did have some great skins. The Reaper, still a great skin. The pinnacle of sweat skins. And most sweat skins nowadays are female skins, but he is a male skin, because if you saw this skin, you just realized you were going to get blasted, that you were going to get beaten. You might as well just give up before even entering the fight. Blow yourself up or something like that. Elite Agent is now the sweat skin of this season, and as oversaturated that may make her, I still think she's a great skin and the best one of this battle pass. Dark Voyager I think is a really good skin, one of the best astronaut skins. But they really overdid it with the astronaut skins this season, and they kept overdoing with astronaut skins many seasons further. Even to this day, they still make astronaut skins. I'm looking at you, Dio. So yeah, that was just really the biggest problem with this battle pass. It was the first battle pass where you could take off your backlinks, wear them whatever you want. But just, I guess when you compare Knights to astronauts, I guess it could be debatable at the time. But nowadays, Knights are just so much cooler than astronauts, considering astronauts have just been overdone and the way they've oversaturated them. So that's the biggest fault with this season, in my opinion. But still, Dark Voyager is still a great skin. Elite Agent, great skin. The Reaper, as much as I prefer actual John Wick skin, I still think the Reaper's a great skin. Rust Lord, you either love it or you hate it. I'm in between about him. Okay, moving on to number 7 spot. We have the first Chapter 2 season. And this is Chapter 2, Season 1. So, I would not say there were very little bad skins in this. This one had the most skins. Like, if you were to split the two skins where they all had alter egos, like Cameo versus Chick, Remedy versus Toxin, if you count those as two skins, this one had the most. And I do think there were very little, like, bad skins. Like, the only ones I would look at are Cameo, which is definitely the worst one in my opinion, and even Toxin with the mask. The mask just looks very, very cheap, like she just scrapped it out of a garbage bin and put it on. Just looks very recycled. But I just think most of the skins are just pretty meh. 8-Ball, I don't know why. I haven't really seemed to like him as much as other people have. I just think he's average. The Corrupted style is cool, and I do think it's still better than the other Corrupted skins we got recently, except maybe Corrupted Arachne, of course. Remedy is easily the best one. Remedy default style is great, but the purple style is what does it. And the purple style alone is one of the best battle pass skins. The purple is so well distributed on her. I love the mask. Very, very clean. Just amazing. While none of the other battle pass skins in this battle pass come close to purple Remedy, I do think there are some other pretty good skins. Fusion, I think, is a good skin. Ripley, adorable meme skin. I think Turk is actually kind of underrated. I do kind of like Turk in a way, because even though I wasn't a fan of the fishing theme at the time, they kind of almost oversaturated with that. As we've gotten more fishing skins that I like, such as Barracuda, this skin has sort of grown on me. So yeah, definitely some good moments in this battle pass, but also just some pretty meh moments, but very little truly bad moments, or items I should say. Moving on to the number 6 spot, we have Chapter 2, Season 3. So yes, last season Battle Pass, we did get some great skins. I don't think there was a single skin that I would call awful. It's just, again, skins that I don't think are going to age well. Scuba Jonesy, I don't think he's going to age well. They're just... First, they oversaturated with the astronauts, then the fish sticks, then the peelies, and now the Jonesies. And I do like how they're not just like completely reskinning the original Jonesy. They're actually giving him a different character. And they did do it pretty well in this one. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. I do think the best skin, I'm going to go with the Tier 100 cop-out and say Eternal Knight. I think it's one of the best Knight skins in the game. The Enlightened style was really cool to have. It was really the only progressive system this Battle Pass had to offer. Other than that, once you got to 160, you were pretty much done. And of course, this Battle Pass, we got Aquaman as the secret skin, which I think is a great skin and coincide very well with the ocean theme that this season had. As well as that, Aquaman is still a really cool skin. And along with Eternal Light, the best one from this Battle Pass, if you would include this Battle Pass skin. Fade, I do think, is also really great. I'm just not a big fan of his hair, and I'm not a big fan of how he's kind of similar to Drift, who I still think is more superior, and the OG. So yeah, number 6 coming to the Chapter 2 Season 3 Battle Pass. Moving on to number 5 spot, we have the Season 5 Battle Pass. So there are some skins here that are really great. Some of my favorite Battle Pass skins, but it also has some of my least favorite Battle Pass skins, such as Huntress and Sledgehammer. But my favorites like Drift and Ragnarok. And Rook. Rook is very underrated. Rook, combination between a businesswoman and a combat woman. I love the shotgun shells on her business suit. I've always loved that. I think that looks amazing on her. Ragnarok is an amazing tier 100 skin in my opinion. Amazing Viking skin. Thunder God skin, even though we have Thor and he's called Ragnarok. Still think Ragnarok is superior over Thor. And Drift is my personal favorite Battle Pass skin in the entire game. I absolutely love Drift. I always have loved Drift, and I always will. The progression, from the progressive styles that he offers, just blew Carbide out of the water, in my opinion. Even though he didn't come with colors at the time, we did get that for Calamity the season after, as well as his young teenager / anime vibes, how he gets better and better. He starts off as a kid and becomes this super powerful kid who can possess powers great enough to control the world, which I think is absolutely amazing. But as for some of the bad moments, yes, Huntress, one of my least favorite Battle Pass skins of all time, even though we got Ragnarok, a great Viking skin. Huntress, just no thank you. And somehow led to some pretty other cringeworthy skins in the future. I'm looking at you, Jaeger and Fire. I'm looking at you two, dead in the eye. And as for some of the other skins, Sledgehammer is still better than Battlehawk from the previous season, but just bland, has never ever grown on me, and never will. But Season 5 still gets the higher rating because it just built on the progressive system that started in Season 4, and what came more in the future, and has one of my favorite tier 100 skins, Ragnarok, one of my favorite tier 80 skins, Rook, and my favorite Battle Pass skin of all time, one of my favorites, Drift. Alright, moving on to the number 4 spot, we have the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass. And I think the biggest factor to why this Battle Pass ranks so high, the biggest reason why it's at number 4, the theme of it, the agency theme. Nearly all of these skins coincide so well with the theme of this season. Even Agent Peely, even though they oversaturated the Peelys, he still coincides well because Peely in a suit does look pretty clean. You got to admit that. Meowscles. You have Meowscles, who is a hybrid cat humanoid and the pet of Midas. Tiantina, who was... So even though Tiantina, you wouldn't think on a skin like Tiantina, you wouldn't think on the surface, is related to the agent theme of this Battle Pass, they made it work by adding her to the rig and adding mythic weapons. It was the season they added mythic weapons, which, again, we're not talking about weapons, we're talking about specifically the Battle Pass, and I must stress that clearly. Brutus is still, even though I think he's the least best skin from this Battle Pass, I still think for what he is a pretty good skin. Sky is an amazing adventure theme skin, one of the best of this Battle Pass, and even though she's probably is the most outlandish skin of the theme of this Battle Pass, they still made it work. And of course, let's not forget Midas, one of the greatest tier 100 skins ever made. I wasn't crazy about him when he first came out, but more and more as the season progressed, more and more as the story became more and more clear, and over time, as we have moved on from Season 2, he's just gotten better and better. And especially, I like the idea of having to choose between Ghost and Shadow. Even though I would have liked to use both for some of them, I still do really enjoy the idea of choosing Ghost or Shadow. So you could either choose the one that looks the best, or you can go for one certain team. Or you could go for both. Choose Shadow for some, Ghost for others. Midas, I think, is absolutely incredible with the Ghost Edit style. The white, brown, black, and gold, extremely clean together. Black and gold on the Shadow style still looks great. It's just a bit too similar to the default style, and I would not choose it over something as clean, something as unique as the Ghost Edit style. And the same with some of the other skins. Ghost for Sky looks like Link or Zelda from The Legend of Zelda. And then you got the purple style who, while takes away a little bit from a character, still looks great, still looks like a character from Pokemon. Meowscles, you can either go Black Cat or White Cat for Ghost. And even Brutus, you can go either Stormtrooper or Skull Trooper looking big dude. But overall, really good Battle Pass in my opinion. Definitely one that I was a bit too harsh on earlier, but I've warmed up to it a lot, and it is one of my favorite Battle Pass skins, and Midas is one of the greatest Tier 100 skins ever made. Moving on to number 3 spot, we have, you guys are probably going to call me a boomer on this, I'm going to have to say Season 2. So, while Season 2 I don't think is the best Battle Pass, and I do think there are probably better skins, but just the nostalgia this one provides, just the groundwork that it laid down, not just for Battle Pass skins, but the way Battle Passes would be structured, and how themes would be structured in the future, and of course, Knight skins are amazing. Black Knight, incredibly nostalgic skin, tad overrated and oversaturated, but still a great skin. Royale Knight and Blue Squire, I honestly think are better. I think those are skins that as every season goes past, the more and more we get less Knight skins or less Knight skins that look like them, like actual proper chivalry, medieval themed Knights, the better they get. And I love these two skins. Sparkle Specialist, I would say, is my least favorite, but I still think she's a great skin. I indeed do. But just I see it a little bit cringe nowadays. I don't know why, but still a great skin. Great Battle Pass in my opinion, and definitely a bit overrated, but at the same time, I do think it deserves all the love it gets, even though I think there are some other Battle Passes, including the next two above, that probably deserve more love. Or not, we'll see. Moving on to the number 2 spot. This was tough between number 1 and number 2, but at the number 2 spot, we have Chapter 2, Season 4. Yes, the Battle Pass we are currently in, and what else do I need to say? Marvel-themed Battle Pass. Tony Stark, absolutely incredible skin. My new favorite Tier 100 skin, not just because it's Iron Man, but just simply because I love the way you upgrade him to turn into Iron Man, to put on the suit in-game. I think is awesome. He's got some incredible items alongside him, incredible back bling, great pickaxe, and a glider that shouldn't have been built in, and that's really the only reason why I didn't put it at number 1. While I do think it makes sense for some of these items to be built in, and I actually, unpopular opinion, am a fan of this differently structured Battle Pass, even though people aren't. I like how they add the challenges to give each of these skins exclusive items. I actually love that, because even though some people think that you should be able to, disguise as other people other than just Mystique, or you should be able to use Doom's throne for anyone, I guess I can understand why people think that, but at the same time, it just adds character to these skins. Because these are superhero skins, they gotta have a unique ability. All of them have a unique ability, superhero/villains, and the fact that you get to use one in the game just adds to their credibility, adds to their awesomeness, in my opinion. And I think all of them are great in a way, even though I find it a little weird how Rocket is the only one where you can use the Rocket pen on anyone, where his only exclusive one is being able to summon him in game and say his famous 3 words, I am Groot. But there are a couple of items I think could have been used for others. I don't get why Tony Stark's glider is only available for him. I kind of get in a way, but then I look at his pickaxe that you can use on any skin and think, well, if you can use that with anything, why can't you use this glider with anything? Same with Thor, Dr. Doom's glider, I think you could be able to use with anyone, and his cape, for some reason, is only available for him. I mean, I would like it if they could have it the way it is now on him, where it goes over his shoulders, but then when you wear on other skins, it just simply clips onto them, just like for Batman and Kylo Ren's cape. Even though he has another really cool back bling that I actually like more, I still think players should have that option with capes, especially players who like capes more. And Thor's hammer, I can understand why it's exclusive for him, but that's kind of a letdown that it is. Thor is probably my least favorite of this Battle Pass, but still a good skin. I don't think there are any bad skins in this Battle Pass, at the moment at least. And I like the attention to detail. I like how they made it so Captain America can also use it, even though it kind of sucks that those are the only 2 skins. and it would suck for people who don't have Captain America since it's an item shop skin. I like the attention to detail, how they actually made it that Captain America can wield his hammer just like he did in the movie. And the comic book, I guess. That's very good attention to detail. Very good indeed. But I just wish you could still use it on other skins. Maybe make it so that if you're using it on any other skins, it just equips normally. And then for Thor and Captain America, you have that unique equip animation where they summon it and it flies in their hand, which I think is awesome. And I can understand why the glider's built in because he uses the hammer. So that's really the only reason I put him down, because there are a couple of items that I wish didn't have to be exclusive skins, but then others, such as these built-in emotes, that I think do make sense and lead to one of the most unique battle passes ever. You don't need to create a battle pass where you just add skins and then throw in a bunch of items to their sets, because that's going to lead to some forgettable skins. These skins, none of them I don't think are ever going to be forgettable. They're all Marvel skins. How can you forget a Marvel skin? But moving on to the number 1 spot, my favorite battle pass of all time, the Season X battle pass. Now, say what you want about Season X, gameplay, marketing-wise, it was a terrible season marketing-wise. The battle pass was awesome. Every skin is so solidly crafted. Even though they are just rip-offs as other skins, they are better than every single one of the other skins, except for Sparkle Supreme. Catalyst, in a way, is better than Drift because of the colors. You can add more colors to it, something that Drift should have had. But again, when you're basing it off the default, I still slightly favor Drift, but still Catalyst is a great counterpart. X-Lord is 100 times better than Rust Lord. Probably my least favorite skin in the Battle Pass, but still great. Yonder is 100 times better than DJ Yonder. So much more clean, so cool in the Equalizer suit, and especially the flare style looks like Freddie Mercury. Come on. And so many different colors. Sparkle Supreme, even though not as good as Sparkle Specialist, definitely more out there than Sparkle Specialist. And I love some of the animations that are going on her body. Ultimate Knight, one of the best tier 100 skins in my opinion. One of the best knights. Absolutely amazing. And even for the time, amazing how we got another knight skin for people who didn't have Black Knight, or any of the knights if you will, from the Season 2 Battle Pass. And let's not forget Tilted Technique, who, even though I like Technique, who has grown on me over time, Tilted Technique has also grown on me, and I think is even better than Technique. As much as I like Technique and think she's the best skin and the savior of the Season 4 Battle Pass, Tilted Technique is even more awesome. Overall, Season X, say what you want about the gameplay, call it a bad season, because in some ways it was really a bad season. Even though there were some fun things about it, the Battle Pass slapped. And that pretty much wraps the video, so sorry it was long, guys. I just rambled a bit there, but really shows I just really want to be compassionate about making this sort of video and show you why I think this Battle Pass is the best and this is the worst, in my opinion. I know you guys are going to have your own opinion, so share them down in the comments if you like, if you disagree or agree. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, show me some support. And if you do like what you see, maybe consider subscribing. But until then, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.